that Yobbi doesn't want to be in. You can connect to those down, so you connect the burn knuckles, the crack shoots, the rising tackles as your finisher. It's just an easy game plan for both players. It's just, I think it comes down to whoever executes it better here, but we're gonna find out right now as Yobbi and Judas get into this game in Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yeah, I mean, a solid stage for both characters, honestly. It's like, if you don't really know where you want to go, or like you don't know what to ban against a character, PS2 is always, a very, very good stage to kind of just come back to. And Yobbi, right off the bat, 49%. We were talking about how Yobbi really had to play patient in order for him to do a lot of damage or really just bait out a bunch of Judas's approaches, but he started right off the gate with flying colors, and now he's starting to play that patient game that we want to see have that ability to beat out Terry.
Yeah, as we're going to see the power dog just go well above Yobbi's hitbox, unfortunately. Just goes under, but Yobbi, yeah, there you go. Goes with Rising Tackle, and once again, we're even in percentages. Again, this is going to be an execution play, and so far, it looks like just evenly matched between who gets it. Oh, that's an ambitious Rising Tackle right there.
Well, at least he went for that, because he knew that he was going to come back onto stage pretty safely, that because of how far Yobbi drifted away. And that's the thing with Samus, is that it's a very floaty character. So she has that ability, that really, really good aerial momentum and really good aerials to kind of just move around their opponent and take stocks pretty early. So first off, going Yobbi's way, and Judas now trying to play around this patient style from Yobbi. Kind of just waiting out, and there you go! Waits for the moment to rip that forward smash, and all of a sudden it's even on the second stock.
I was just about to point out Yobbi was probably pressing a little too many buttons as I saw the mashes as Judas was just standing there, and I was just wondering, oh my goodness, Judas is just standing there while Yobbi throws out all the projectiles, all the hitboxes, and none of them are just landing, and then Judas gets that one straight hit. But yeah, now it's just becoming Yobbi's game plan just being executed properly now at this point. And yeah, there you go, another up special. How to see back onto the stage here, another up air lands. I love the fact that Yobbi is doing all of this right now.
Ooh, I guess the power dunk gets a little bit more damage to this. Both players kind of just going back and forth when it comes to who's doing all this damage. But goes for a random Buster Wolf, not connecting anything at all. Up tilt, not gonna kill just yet. Was pretty close, and right now with Judas at 145, still living, almost at max rage. Yobbi's gotta be careful. All it takes is one Buster Wolf from Power Geyser, and all of a sudden the tables turn really in this match. Oh, goes for the down tilt, misses it, gets the up B. Yobbi finally finds another stock with that charge shot. And all of a sudden, Yobbi is making sure that the lead that he, had in the beginning stays like that. Doesn't want to give Judas any moment to cook. And there you go. All it takes is one hit and a huge confirm to come in.
Yeah, all that's going to take. And now Yobbi's point in time right now has to get as much percentage as he can, because either it's inevitable that you lose the stock, or you simply go on a big run that could potentially just end the game. And this is just pretty much how Yobbi's game plan just executes, because you need to keep the space away from Terry. Oh, that's a miss there, and that's a power dunk. Oh, just off the edge of the blast zone.
Yeah, not gonna kill just yet. No SDI out of that power dunk. But yeah, I mean, Yobbi's playing this super well. Judas, oh, there you go, going for a very random up smash. I think Judas is kind of getting desperate for moves, trying to get the stock as soon as possible. But he's pretty close to getting go, and I mean, we all know how potent that move is. That comeback through. There you go. I mean, that's all it takes, honestly, with Buster Wolf. And that's the thing. Buster Wolf goes through so many projectiles. Very, very weak power charge shots, goes through missiles. So it's definitely a move that Judas is gonna try and bank for. Should Yobbi try to run away. I'm not gonna get it that time. The up B out of shield gonna send Judas up off stage into disadvantage once again.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of good interactions for Judas, and he's back into this game, or maybe he wins the game. Yobbi, a few steps away from closing the game out, and the charge shot perfectly reads the neutral getup, and they're saying, run it back.
Yeah, I mean, who can blame, Judas for trying to go back on the stage, onto PS2, because it was really, really close, despite, Judas kind of lacking or trying to just, falling behind, very, very far away, but Again, really all it takes with Terry is just one hit with Power Geyser, one hit with Buster Wolf to do so much damage and kind of just bring it back when, you're almost down and out. But Yobbi taking that first game, you said that, Yobbi was taking his final steps to winning that game. I feel like Yobbi's actually like 3 steps ahead of Judas. There's so many things that Judas wants to go for that Yobbi is just super ready for and has these setups with that, that down B grenade.
Yeah, I was about to say, because even with all the buttons that Yobbi's been able to mash throughout the entire bit of the match, it's all, again, just a setup purpose, You have to think ahead of your opponent's time, and while it may seem like it's not that much of a head scratcher to the surface, yeah, see that charge shot, it just goes ahead and predicts Judas jumping, even though it just didn't happen, but you get my point.
Yeah, all it really is just, educated guesses, trying to see if your opponent presses a button, because both of these guys have been pressing, a lot of questionable buttons like you see right there with that rising tackle. Does it again. Doesn't really care for the fact that he did it. But no, like I said, these guys are kind of pressing a lot of interesting buttons that... What? Why did forward smash do that to charge shot?
I think he tried the power dunk there for so even a second too late on a delay. If I had to take a guess right there.
Gotta watch out. Charge shot is on deck, but Yobbi firing it a little bit too early. I think that's the thing with Yobbi is that he's throwing out all these moves pretty early. Finally gets the right timing for that down smash. But I feel like, patience and timing could be the virtue for both of these players should they want to be a little bit more clinical when it comes to doing damage and taking these stocks.
Yeah, there is the full combo completion for 41%, a double up air into the up B. Now we get another charge shot. Judas not looking good. He's well into the projectile hell that is the disadvantage state. And yeah, he's just throwing out these random forward smashes and up smashes. It's just not connecting. Like, yeah, Terry, you gotta be able to find a way to approach it. So far, Yobbi stuffed a lot more of his approaches.
Yeah, and with Terry, you have to hit your confirms as well because there's so many, down tilt into, I believe it's a Buster Wolf or, forward tilt, Power Geyser, all those different combos that you can do with Terry. Judas isn't really abusing that much. Goes for a forward throw instead of a down throw up air into that rising tackle, which is something that I've seen many, many Terrys do perfectly. Trying to look for that Buster Wolf again, not getting it connected. And yeah, Judas needs to start connecting his combos just a little bit more if he wants to find a way back into this match.
Yeah, and so far, Judas is not out of this game just yet. If as long as he keeps his stock alive, he is going to have his chance to activate that gold meter. Oh, and that neutral is going to actually contradict everything I just said. He's like, nope, you don't need a gold meter. I'm just going to go ahead and stop all the damage right here, right now.
Yeah, bro said stop to the gold meter. He's like, nope, this is where the run ends and winners. And Yobbi's trying to close this out as much as possible. Judas finally finding an answer back, but is it too late? Clearly it's not, because he gets the rising tackle, reads Yobbi jumping, and all of a sudden Judas is kind of back in this match.
I was about to say, that's a pretty early go right there with an input rising tackle there. Go meter back on the line for Judas. And I was about to make a random Terry joke, but now it looks like I might have to be shutting up about it.
Yeah, I mean, Go is on deck with the up B. Again, coming in clutch for Yobbi. And that's the thing that he's been hitting a lot is just these uppies out of shield, just waiting for Judas to approach, finally getting the down tilt, F tilt, Buster Wolf.
Oh my god. Wow, I was just actually surprised that the shield didn't break.
I wonder if Yobbi parried. I'm gonna be honest because it looked like that. That's not gonna kill. But you're close. You're close to death.
Double bomb comes out.
There
and
you go.
Perfectly closes it out. Yobbi wins this at 2-0. And that's just how the less trapping goes. Like, if Terry's forced to go for a neutral get up into an immediate shield, you get popped by a bomb, you don't have a chance to shield, boom, charge shot ends the set.
Exactly, and you can't even roll because Yobbi had another, grenade just set on, that roll get up. So really, I mean, even if you wanted to jump, there really isn't much you can do. You drop off, charge shot's gonna hit you, and so all these things are what make Samus so good, in Smash. It's just the fact that even though you might not have, the best mobility, the best, moves, aerial speed and whatnot, you have all these setups that can, find these stocks, do a little bit of damage, just pepper your opponent, and then at some point they're just going to be tired. All these jabs, they add up. And so that's what Yobbi did so well, is just add up all this damage to finally be able to knock Judas out 2-0 in the first round. So hopefully Yobbi makes quite the run after a very, very strong showing. But yeah, Supernova, very, very solid set to start off this stream.
Okay, I can finally make the joke now. How about instead of a go meter, we got a stop meter?
Stop pressing buttons. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was just a story of the game for both these players. I mean, I would have to say Yobbi was pressing more buttons, but both these characters pretty mashy.
yeah, I think that's the thing though with Samus, is that you have that, you know, the luxury of just throwing out a bunch of hitboxes because you have this range that can beat out Terry, that can kind of choke him out, and that's exactly what Yobbi did. Just throw out, you know, missiles, throw out a few like small charge shots, even get those grenades, as we're gonna see here, the setup, which ultimately ended Judas's winner's run. All these setups, really, I mean, you can mash as much as you want as a zoner. What are they gonna do? It's an active hitbox. You gotta respect all those moves, you know?
That's all you can do at that point, and exactly how you said it, like, it's unfortunately going to be the set end for Judas. Hopefully he does well in the moves run. Our next matchup here on the stream is going to be, looks to be BDB and Uchi Gucci.
Okay, so I mean, we know that Brad BD Bean is an absolute monster, PR'd in New Jersey, with his Wario and his Mii Sword Fighter, which has taken a few names, such as Leon being, you know, one of the most formidable Bowsers